is nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission. If we wish to make it louder, we will bring up the volume. If we wish to make it softer, we will tune it to a whisper. We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical. We can roll the image, make it flutter. We can change the focus to a soft blur, or sharpen it to crystal clarity. For the next hour, sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. We repeat, there is nothing wrong with your television set. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to 420.
Uostarosta.
Huh.
Uostarosta.
What's he doing? That's odd. I'm sure I can fix it. I think.
Yo, I don't even care if you lit or you high. Airplanes are literally littering in the sky. While you're twittering the little kids in the video live. We spending these ends with the pyramid. I'm fucking serious. This is no time to question me, period. Now I'm furious, about to redo this chick's interior. If I appear to her as inferior, then she's delirious and not a period. Just throw them hands in the air and wave them shit high. If you're on my team, if you're on my team, then scream. Just scream real loud, throw your hands up in the air. If you're on my team, I used to see anticipation dripping from your freaking face, written in 15 different languages. It was amazing, kid. Nowadays the shit looks like it's missing its radiance. It's all been erased and stripped from our relationship. Your face is sick, like I just made you lick a contagion, growing impatient. Your days eclipsed by an alien. The way your skin smelled way back then, I'm inhaling, now I'm flailing like the assailant that you impaled in. Now I'm exhaling. Next, I guess I'll just check the tail end of the failed friendship we had way back, like a whale fin. And now the elephants in the room, and they pale in comparison to the pain I'm sharing, and it's embarrassing. About to get the kerosene and burn up everything he's shed and then up in flames. This is not a fucking game. Yo, there it went. There it went. It's embarrassing, but yo, I don't even care if you lit or you high. Airplanes are literally littering in the sky while you're twittering the little kids in the video live. We spending these ends with the pyramid. I'm fucking serious. This is no time to question me, period. Now I'm furious, about to redo this chick's interior. If I appear to her as inferior, then she's delirious and not a period. Just throw them hands in the air and wave them if you're on my team. If you're on my team, then scream. Just scream real loud. If you're on my team, then scream. Just scream real loud.
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the mud zone.
The world is flat. I'm here to ring the alarm with my puppet-like charm, straight from the barn. I'm talking about Flat Earth Farms, cause most don't know. They think we live on a globe, a ball that floats. So listen and take notes, and take it to a higher plane. Immerse yourself in all it contains, in all its glory, and Flat Earth Farms can take you there. Open your mind outside the box. No more staring at NASA's Photoshop. No more moon landings, no line to ya. No more people standing backwards in Australia. Just facts and pure truth, planning straight to the roots. Flat Earth Farms help you understand. A magical place on a wondrous land.
The world is flat, and that's a fact. Tell your friends next time you chat. Let them know a ball ain't that. Let's stay playing with the baseball bat. Cause we coming out the barn, a higher place, the Flat Earth Farms.
I see a sun that isn't rising. I see it as it goes away. I see a Flat Earth Farms rising. I see it changing everything. The world does spin around tonight. That should make you feel alright in the Flat Earth Farms rising. I hear things are feeling growing. I know I'm growing love for you. The tractor, hear the roots is growing. Sun comes back, it's shining down on through. Yeah, the world don't turn around tonight. That's messing with your mind. It's the Flat Earth Farms rising. got your back together. Hope you're better off than time. Looks like they're all in this together. No worry, and truth is on our side. Please don't spin around the night. You can trust your eyes. It's the Saturn's arms rising. No, it's not spinning out of sight. It's never when you fly. It's the Saturn's arms rising.
Wanna get high? Wanna get high?
Ho, ho, ho.
This could be it, Harry. Pass the word along. Tell the men it's time to shoot the moon.
Shoot the moon!
Not out there on the microphone. On the microphone.
Shoot the moon. Shoot the moon.
What are we gonna do tonight, Singe Man?
The same thing we do every night, Boston Ray. Try to take over the world.
The world of science cares about you. Eureka! We found it. With the tools of science, we have invented, yes, hand sanitizer. But not just any hand sanitizer. This hand sanitizer was developed and approved by the Dark One himself. Here are a few of the things our product can bring you.
Bow wow run, he's my mighty puppy. Sir bow wow run, he's my mighty puppy. Sir bow wow run, he's my mighty puppy. Sir bow wow. Mud.
Please, don't forget to tip your waitress.
You slept. Warning, the self-destruct system has been activated. Option to override self-destruct expires in 10 minutes.
We are live! Woo! All right, let's see who we got here. Ryan, what's up? Give the chat a shout out. JB Rants, welcome. Mr. Super Sidewinder, what's up? Who do we got? CJDV Chris. Sue Grand Finale. I get it now. I never knew what they were talking about, Grand Finale. It's because it sounds like Grand Finale. It clicked the other day. It took a while. I'm a little late on everything. I'm not the friend of the class. I'm not the brightest bulb on the Christmas tree. Daniel Becker, what's up? John Keeley, Daniel Becker. Okay. Tony's Coffee House. See what happens when you let people know that you're going to be on Flat Earth Andy. They show up. Twilight Nights. DN, how we doing? How are we doing? Cop Cam Junkie. Everyone is a Cop Cam Junkie. They just don't know it yet. Sunshine, my sunshine. That is my sunshine. Boston Raised Slice of the Mud. Spread the sunshine today, boys. Love it. Love it. Who else we got? Anybody else? Scott. Oh, Scott. The drummer. The drummer of gold. The golden drummer.
Yeah. I was thinking about today how I went to Scott's house and him and Ashley cooked me steak. Dude, it was so good. They made us like 3 meals a day, me and Christian. They treated us like kings. For like 4 days, we lived like kings. Christian had his own room. I had my own room. The beds were comfortable. We ate so well. And then we jammed up. We jammed so much. I had blisters all over my fingers. But you know what? I loved it. We were in the cold, but it didn't matter. I didn't want to leave. Then Scott was like, Ray, go to your room. Go to your room. Ray, go to your room. Then I was like, Christian, go to your room. Ray, you're definitely not the brightest bulb on the Christmas tree, but you're definitely the highest one. I don't know. I mean, that's a matter of perception. What do we got here? All right. So, I was looking at this, old world tech. Well, I was talking about it with Ben Flatt, and it just started to spark this whole show. Steam engines. So Ben Flatt, he's a mechanic, and he knows all how to fix engines. And we talk about fixing engines. Me and Ben Flatt talk about fixing engines every day. Like every day, he calls me up, and he's like, "Hey, you want to fix this engine?" And he boom shows me like a video on it. He's just fixing engines constantly. That guy. So before the invention of the gasoline-powered engine, mechanical transportation was fueled by steam. So listen to this, dude. Dude, steam is just water, liquid. If we can, like it's water and heat that makes steam, right? If we could power things with steam, why do we need gas? And why did they stop doing it? Before the invention of gasoline-powered engine, mechanical transportation was fueled by steam. In fact, the concept of a steam engine predates modern engines by a couple thousand years. A couple thousand years, dude. Dude, at that point, we don't even know. All right? They say a couple thousand years, but we don't even know. We don't know where it came from, okay? Because we can only trace going back like 300 years, dude. Like, even the oldest graveyards I've been to, only 1600s. Like, I've never seen a graveyard from the 1400s here in America. Maybe over in England, in London, there's some older stuff, but that's about as far back as you might find. I don't think you're going to find a graveyard from the thousands or before that. So, they're lying about time. So, all right, 2,000 years? Okay, let's go back. The concept of a steam engine predates modern engines by a couple of thousand years. So they're very non-specific. A few, a shim. 1,000 years as a mathematician and engineer Heron of Alexandria, who lived in Roman Egypt. That's right, Roman Egypt. During the first century. Just the first century ever. They lived in Roman Egypt during the first century ever. Was the first to describe a rudimentary version he named the Eolipile. I can't pronounce that. Eolipile. Along the way, a number of leading scientism, the religion with no God, who toyed with the idea of using the force generated by heating water to power a machine of some sort. Okay, so they can heat water to power a machine of some sort. One of them was none other than Leonardo da Vinci, who grew up. I mean, wasn't it all one word? It wasn't Leonardo da. Like his middle name was, I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Who drew up designs for a steam-powered cannon called the Arquetineer sometime during the 15th century. A basic steam turbine was also detailed in papers written by the Egyptian astronomer, philosopher, and engineer Taki 1551, now they're saying. And look at the ones. They're way smaller than the fives. I don't know. The way they write that is kind of sketchy. Yo, Jim from Florida. My man. So, I don't know. So far, this is sketchy. But, yeah, definitely Da Vinci was all one word for me. So, I'm going to have to call it like I see it. Mandela. So 1551. However, the real groundwork for the development of a practical, the working motor didn't come about until the mid 1600s. See? So even they're saying which they probably found that too, but the working motor was 1600s. Like that's within the graveyards that I've seen. You know what I mean? But like this other one is they're going way back in time on this one. So we can't really trace it. I'm not willing to take a trip back 2,000 years. You know what I mean? Like, I'm happy where I am now. It was during this century that several inventors were able to develop and test water pumps as well as piston systems that would pave the way for commercial steam engine. From that point, the commercial steam engine was then made possible by the efforts of three important figures. Here we go. So all right. So they're like, yeah, it goes back 2,000 years, but we're going to give all the credit to these guys in the 1600s. Look, 1600s, just like I said, Thomas Savery, 1650 to 1715, probably a Mason. Thomas Savery was an English military engineer and inventor. In 1698, he patented the first crude steam engine based on Dennis Poppins' digester or pressure cooker. So it was based on a Dennis Poppins digester pressure cooker of 1679. Wait a minute. Thomas Savery was an English military engineer inventor. All right. So this was in 1698. He patented the first crude steam engine. This was 1679. So that was like 79, 89. It's like 19 years later. Okay. Savery had been working on solving the problem of pumping water out of coal mines when he came up with an idea for an engine powered by steam. All right, so he had the idea and then he just made it happen. You know what I mean? He manifested it. His machine consisted, look at it, dude. Let's see if we can get oh, here we go. Look at it, dude. Look at the picture. Wow. All right, this one's gonna tell us a lot right here. But I'm going to go back to what I was reading. We'll get back to that. Savery had been working on solving the problem of pumping water out of coal mines when he came up with an idea for an engine powered by steam. So what they do is they, like in the trains, they burn coal and the steam, something to do with the pistons, and the pistons are powered by steam. But this is something different. His machine consisted of a closed vessel filled with water in which steam under pressure was introduced. This forced the water upwards and out of the mine shaft. A cold sprinkler was then used to condense the steam. This created a vacuum. They always got to throw a vacuum in their story. That sucked more water out of the mine shaft to the bottom valve. Thomas Savery later worked with Thomas Newcomen. Newcomen was my nickname in high school. On the atmospheric steam engine. Among Savery's other inventions was an odometer for ships, a device that measured the distance traveled. Okay, wait up. So he invented the odometer, dude. This guy among Savery invented the odometer, supposedly, allegedly. So, yeah. So, all right. These guys all had something, This guy, look, the Newcomen steam engine used force of atmospheric pressure. Well, that's how you know it's fake, because there is no atmosphere. It's flat and stationary. So anything with that type of wording, the words fair, the word globe, global warming, anything like that is fake. James Wyatt, born in Greenock, James Watt, was a Scottish inventor and mechanical who was renowned for improvements he made to the steam engine while working on the university in 1765. Watt was assigned the task of repairing the Newcomen engine that was deemed inefficient by the best steam engine of its time. That started the invent. So they were like inventing steam engines left and right, dude. You know what I mean? Like, this wasn't like they all had it. Everybody had a steam engine. Steam engines are mechanisms that use heat to create steam. All right. Let's see. What are they doing? Same thing. All right. Let's get out of here. All right. Let's go. I digress. Don't worry. Cinchman will be here. Mojo. John Keeley was supposed to be here too. I sent you the link, John Keeley. All right. Anybody new? Twilight Nights. What's up? All right. So you guys catching my drift here? So allegedly in the 1600s at least, they had these steam engines that they could run things with steam, right? Like, and they could, you know what I mean? Like, why are we using gas? Like, with a, you know, I wish I could put it into words better, but I think you get my point. But the people at home probably don't. They think I'm crazy. So all you in the chat know what I'm talking about. So check this shit out. All right. You think I'm fucking around? Look at this. This is present day shit. 1925. Does not come up. And that a little bit. He's explaining how it works. All right. I'm gonna speed it up though, so we can try to avoid a copyright. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try something new. Not only am I gonna speed this fucker up, but I'm also gonna play some music in the background while he's on. Then we'll really beat them on that. Not loud. Play some low music in the background. And then they can suck it. You know what I'm saying? All right. Oh shit. Give me a sec. All right. Oh, that looks cool too. What do we got? I gotta find something that I can play, obviously. I wasn't ready for this part. Sorry, guys. I was doing pretty good up until here. So you're gonna at least hear me that. All right, yeah, here we go. I'll play this. All right, is it sharing? Am I sharing? All right, cool. Stop sharing. All right. Shoot. Mm-hmm. Boom. All right. I'll put that volume up. And then I'm going to lower this one to there. Wow. What a piece of old world, tech, dude. That's technology. But, I mean, like, would you be able to think of one? Like, if that didn't already exist, would you be able to invent it? I don't think the average person would, and they try to make it seem like, oh, they have like these intellectuals like somewhere that like really smarter than average people that can just invent things like that. You know what I mean? Come on, dude. Where are they? Bring them up. I want to meet one. They fucking show you like Neil deGrasse. Like, here you go. This is our smartest person we got. All right, let's see. Oh, they cut my stream? Wow. Nope. Oh, man. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That was fair use. That was fair use for sure, dude. There's no way that wasn't fair use. I definitely did fair use on that one. I definitely did fair use. They're pieces of shit, dude. That's a piece of shit move, YouTube. That was fair use. You just threw me completely off my game. Not right. I made sure it was fair use. Fair use. Fair use. Fair use. Oh my God. Fair use. Fair use.
Earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, now what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, now tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? I thought you knew about it, would you rather do without it? The earth's a center, the sun and moon moves around it like a clock. Can you hit a moving target? With a rocket, I'm not hard to get along with, just take a bong hit. Do you serve up any content? The stars are constant, you want a consolation for it? It makes me vomit, we never do get hit by comets. I know you want it, just leave another useless comment. NASA lost it, the earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? Earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, now tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. You know it's flat, and there is a bunch of us. The globe is munching on a bunch of snuffleupagus. You think it's cute? Then why not cuddle up with us? We know it's flat, why you making such a fuss? My supper was the fucking best, that's just because the earth is flat. It hit me like an uppercut to the nuts. The earth is flat, and there's nothing you can do. The earth is flat, and there's nothing you can do. There's a Russian with the crew, don't forget to brush after your food. Asteroids, and asteroids too. The earth is flat, and there's nothing you can do. The earth is flat, there's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat, there's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat, and there's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat, there's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat, there's nothing you can do about it. What you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, it's fucking flat. The earth is fucking flat. The earth is fucking flat. The earth is fucking flat.
Thank you. That's the Flat Earth Anthem. We did a version with Levelhead too, a rock and roll version. It's pretty good. We'll record it one day, but there's a lot of live versions of it. Me and Christian. So okay, boom. So these are steam engines. Look, old world examples of steam engines. There's one. Dude, that's crazy. It rides on the grass, maybe. I don't know. Does it really need it? Does this one, it's on the grass, but maybe it's just for looks. I don't know. I'm not a steam engine mechanic. I'm not a steam engine expert. All right. Don't ask me. Look at this one. Let's see. Whoa. Just taking a look at these things. So, like, these are, old. I'd never seen one in my day. Old as fuck. All right, what else we got going on here? Yeah, I'll find you another one. Whoa. Definitely in the woods. It's covered with mud on the tires right there. I love the mud. I love the mud. All right, let me see. There's more. Here we go. Whoa. They're so crazy looking. It almost, Wow. Wow. Oh, you can't see what I'm seeing. Where you go? Losing control of this thing. All right, get rid of that one. Yeah, that's the one I want you to see. This one? Yeah. All right. I don't know. It's just an etching, but definitely interesting. I don't believe every etching I see. Definitely. I believe some of them. Maybe. Here's a San Bernardino History Railroad Museum. I don't know. This one, I don't know. It looks very basic. Here's something. Yeah, I've seen something like this, but I never knew really what it was. You know. Yeah, it's a pretty crazy looking one. Well, we get the point. So these things existed at one point. They're probably still around, but we don't use them. We should use them for everything. First steam engine. This one says the first steam engine, 1698. All right, we're on to something here. This is the first one, dude. Allegedly. All right. Well, that's not going to do it. Okay. That's the first steam engine, 1698. So 1700 now. They were saying 2,000 years, perhaps. Now 1700. All right, I digress. What else we got? Industrial Revolution timeline. So these were around for the Industrial Revolution. So it's better than a horse and buggy, at least. Here's something. Steam engines. Old stationary system. So this stationary, like the Earth, flat and stationary. I checked. Yeah, steam engine. Examples of stationary steam engines. These ones that don't move. Good examples. I love it. All right. Okay. All right. So I got no John Keeley tonight, no Singeman tonight. Where are these people? All right. So we have steam engine, steam pipe, piston rod, flywheel, cylinder, shaft. My nickname was the Shaft in high school. Oh, man. All right, let me see. He said shaft. All right. Here's something. I'm just looking. I'm just digging, you know. All right, so we got steam engines galore. Vintage industrial steam engines. Oh, look at this one. That one almost looks like a piece of architecture. Look, it is. You know, like the... Come on, dude. So they had these. So this is a Tartarian one right here. They had these in Tartaria. You see that? Steam engines, technology from Tartaria. Welcome. All right. Great. Just trying to keep the steam engine train going. Homemade steam engine. This is a homemade one. Just make it yourself. Make it yourself. Why not? All right. All right. So these things run on steam. Good job. All right. I want to show something else.
Give me a second.
The MacGyver smoker is a very handy guy to have around, especially when it comes to reefer.
Hey man, we're out of papers.
All right, then get me a toilet paper roll, a corkscrew, and some tin foil.
We don't have a corkscrew.
All right, then get me an avocado, an ice pick, and my snorkel.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know I'm friends with all those women out there. Woo! All the ladies in the house, throw your hands in the air. Woo! Yo, this smack I'm flipping could send me back to prison. But my cash is tapped and I owe that back rent again. So I'm selling crack, even though it isn't legitimate. Lord forgive me, even though I know I'm a sin again. My rap's so cold, my flow is frozen again. When I get to spitting, it snows in Michigan. Overdosing off that flint water. When I swim, my tongue explodes from those carcinogens. And then my lungs implode from no oxygen in them. Looking like I got toxic shock syndrome. Mockingjay when she plays the gunshot victim. I got sick when the liquor store sold me food. Drop that soap, girl, you know I'm broken your boob. Dripping sweat, getting wet, we eloping and new. Better hope I don't rip open your fallopian tube. You better hope I don't rip open your fallopian tube. Yo, I don't trust these masons who've been placed in these high places. Why? Cause I know these masons wanna see me placed inside these cages. Yo, you just a date raping, baby, alien vaping, inhaling Homo sapien. You just a date raping, baby, alien vaping, inhaling Homo sapien. You just a little Homo sapien. Yo, you just a date raping, baby, alien vaping, inhaling. Shit's going bad, just know that we go back in a nanosecond. Hopefully you listen to this fast and be slow to speak. Only wish that I could grow some wings like Jenna and fly so far away. In my park car, my radio starts to play. In a bar, spitting bar, sipping Chardonnay till the wheels fall off. Yo, we just lost the brake. Stop for a DUI and got locked away. We're drunk from alcohol and you got the shake. I had to let, oh boy, he just lost the case. Technology got destroyed and they lost the case. But you still believe in moon rock they brought from space. Yeah, that they brought from space. Yo, I don't trust these masons who've been placed in these high places. Why? Cause I know these masons wanna see me placed inside these cages. Lies. I don't trust no masons who've been placed in these high places. Why? Cause I know these masons wanna see me placed inside these cages. You just a dick raping, baby, alien vaping, inhaling Homo sapien. You just a dick raping, baby, alien vaping, inhaling Homo sapien, Homo sapien, Homo sapien, yo. You're just a Homo sapien. It's so hard to win when it's so hard to lose. Yo, it's so easy to lose when it's hard to win. It's so hard to win when it's so easy to lose. It's so easy to lose when it's hard to win. Yo, I don't trust these masons who've been placed in these high places. Why? Cause I know these masons wanna see me placed inside these cages. You just a date raping, baby, alien vaping, inhaling Homo sapien. You just a Homo sapien, baby, just a lonely Homo sapien. You just a date raping, baby, alien vaping, inhaling Homo sapien. Date raping, baby, alien vaping, inhaling Homo sapien. You just a date. Space is fake.
So I guess MacGyver Smoker's got to go, dude. Oh. Well, we had a nice run with you, MacGyver Smoker. It was the MacGyver Smoker that did it. Later. Well, it was nice to have him around, though. John Kelly's here. What up, John? You hear me?
You're right there.
What you been up to lately?
Huh?
What you been up to lately?
I'm just hanging out for the last week, waiting for you to get back.
Yeah. Yeah, you were waiting for me to get back. That makes me feel special, John. You know, it was like, dude, I went and saw some of my friends. You know, I went back to Boston. Things went well. Now I'm back in Florida. And I think everybody got what they wanted. And I digress. So, you know,
I went and saw some of my friends, and they're like so happy to see me. My family was sad when I was leaving. You know, it was like,
Yeah.
My friends were like, "Good to see you." It was great. You were sitting back waiting for me in California. You were waiting up for me in California.
I was waiting for that phone call to hear what the judge said.
I gave John Kelly a mud flood tour through Boston. I called him up on FaceTime
with his mom and dad.
Yeah, my mom and dad were there. It was great. So lots of fun. Oh, I've been all over the country again this year. It's only just begun.
Hey, fall ain't here. You're gonna be in Humboldt in the fall.
No, in August.
August.
I might go in the fall. Why? You going in the fall? I'll go in the fall too. Who's going in the fall?
Well, doesn't August start in the fall?
I don't know, John. We have to, is August fall? No, I think it's September, John. I think you're a little off there.
August or autumn.
I think you're off on that one. Definitely off on that one.
I miss once in a while.
So what do you know about steam engines?
I know there was a steam engine at the turn of the century.
Uh-huh.
That went over 100 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah? What is it called? The Terminator?
It was just a car. And apparently, it had less than a table. The water, the steam that it ran off of was from a tablespoon of water that it just kept reusing. The steam from 1 tablespoon of water powered the car.
Really? 1 tablespoon of water? Wow.
I mean, I believe so. I didn't see it in the actual book, but I believe the researchers.
I saw this other video. It sparked my interest in something. A little off topic, but on topic still. You know what I mean? It's off topic, but it's on topic. So we can do it. Sort of off topic, on topic.
Right.
What happened to Caucasia?
The more we dig, the more we find. Here we have an image of a diploma for the American Pacific Exposition and Oriental Fair for Portland, Oregon in 1905. So 1904, they have the St. Louis World's Fair. 1 year after, we get this one in Oregon. This diploma is very interesting. As we go down to the bottom, we have a photo, and we can clearly see in the background 2 airships, both looking different. They normally don't show this.
That's a trip. You see that? 2 airships, both looking different. And I know it's hard to see, but there's 2 airships in the back of this one photo. Normally, they white them out. Like, they white the skies out in all these old photos. So it's called vanilla skies. So we can't see what's in the sky, dude. So maybe they were powered by steam. They were powered by steam.
Form of transportation in these photos. They normally blank out the sky. But as we look up all of these countries, we see the big ones. And then we see Caucasia. Have any of us heard of a country in the 1900s named Caucasia?
No!
I personally have never heard of Caucasia, which is similar to Tartaria. All of these countries that we were never told about. But this one wasn't hundreds of years ago. This was 1905.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's go with that, John. Let's go with that.
That was Texas before all the Mexicans moved back.
Mm-hmm. But John,
what?
Back to the airships, dude. So these were powered by steam, So it leads me to wonder: is steampunk real?
Well, there's got to be.
What do you guys think?
There's a root to the fantasy, yeah. I believe so.
Like, this isn't a real picture, obviously, but is it based on, like, something that they saw? Like, because, look, it's a Zeppelin, right? I mean, I know it's like this is like a stupid example, but let me see. There's more. Like, there's so many of them. Like, look at this. There's like, was there really pirate ships that were like up in the sky? You know, like Zeppelins? Because like when you're flying on a plane, dude, it feels like you're just on a bus or something. Look at this one. This one looks kind of real. It almost looks like a submarine or something too. It's a chip. It's a real chip.
It looks like one of the motors on the Star Trek.
I mean, you know, because I was thinking about it. I was like, is there any truth to this steampunk? And Singeman says yes. Singeman says there is. So we'll have to get his opinion when he shows up, when he decides to grace us with his presence. But I just want to look at a few because they're really trippy. Like, who drew these? How did they think of it? I mean, where did it come from? Is it AI that's just making them? The first powered airship, the greatest moments of flight, space. Look at this. This one's real. So alleged. See, like this one's allegedly real. This one's allegedly. This is
one of the oldest ones.
I know. They said this is the first one ever. So
No,
it almost looks the same as the steampunk one, though. Look, like that's the steampunk one, right? That's the steampunk one, and then this is a real one. So, like, allegedly. Let's see. Here's a cool one. Look at this one, dude. This looks like a whole city. It's probably obviously a Lego video game, but still. It's fine. I'll let it passes with me. Look, Steam Zeppelins, 3D models. Okay. Wow. Yeah, my nickname was the Steam Zeppelin for poser in high school. High poly model in style, steampunk. Wonderful texture and detail.
That last one.
They used to say I had wonderful texture and detail too. Yeah, which one? I don't have it up anymore.
The one before it? The ship you showed before this one?
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Professor Poop Snaggle's Steam Zeppelin Season 1, Episode 1. Oh, let's see. Is this public domain? No, it's not up. Yes. All right. I think Joe Martinez wants to come on and talk to us about Steam Zeppelins. Let's see. I think he's excited now. Well, the link is out. Julio Lua, you made it. I was thinking about you the whole time. I was like, everybody's here but Julio. I was like, when is Julio going to show up? Boom, baby. 10:36 my time. All right. Let's see. This is look at this. This is Professor Poop Snaggle's Steampunk Zeppelin. I mean, yeah, some of it is just ridiculous, but some of it could be real. Like, let's see. Look at this one, Steampunk Archives. I mean, why are they waiting out all the airships? It looks like it would work. I would fly in that.
That almost looks like a grouper. Looks like a fish.
It's a trip, dude. I mean, I always it's fake, so I look away from it, right? But maybe that's what they wanted. They don't want us to even think it could be a possibility.
That looks locomotive like.
I know. Yeah. Yeah, John. It's a trip, dude. It's a trip. Have you talked to Singe, man? Where is he, dude? Where's Singe?
He was
supposed to be on.
He was really enthused about 5 o'clock.
Did Singe Man run out of steam?
He might have.
You think so?
He might wake up in about a minute.
Yeah, he might show up. But you know what? I'm not going to keep going all night, John.
You did a good liberal dose of RSO.
Listen, I've been going for like a while now. Let's see. I've been going for a while on my own. So what's this? Boom. No.
He's been getting some pretty good downloads when he does a liberal dose of RSO.
Oh yeah, is that what he told you?
So he might have did too much this evening.
Yeah. That could happen.
So he might be on a nod right now. He'll be back in about an hour.
Ixno on the RSO no. You know what I mean? It's like,
I'm just joking.
Man. No, I'm saying for him. For him, he needs to relax. Not for us. We can talk about it all we want. So, I mean, these things just trip me out, dude. Let's see, is there any other good ones? Dude. Steam powered Zeppelin. Oh, this is a model too, but it looks realer than NASA's spaceships to me.
That's ironclad.
Yeah.
Or is that a bomb?
No, I don't know. No, it's not a bomb. It's a steampunk model of a Zeppelin. Allegedly. Wow. Sketchbook steam powered Zeppelin. Let me see. Some of these look cool. All right, look at this one, dude. Zeppelin landing zone. Dude, if the old world had these and they don't want us to know, and they're giving us airplanes, I will be pissed.
I believe it. I believe that England back in the 1800s had.
I think so too.
Rules. They had their own set of flying rules. So that means there had to been a lot of ships up in the air.
Do you think they had battles in the air like this? Perhaps.
Did you know there was a battle in Denmark back in the 16 or 1500s?
Drew Duncan, what's up?
There was a spaceship war over Denmark back in the 15 or 1600s.
A spaceship
war? It was documented, yeah. It was in the air so long that people got paintings of it.
Oh, see?
But that was before steampunk.
Yeah, I don't know when. I mean, what do you mean before steampunk? When is steampunk supposed to be?
Well, I don't know.
I don't know either. I have no idea. Oh, this one looks like a satellite. It looks more real than the satellite.
It's all cloudy after the last 300-400 years.
Oh, look at this one. Zeppelin dock. This is futuristic, but
looks like a Chinese kite.
What happened to it? Is it coming up? Okay.
It's like a box kite.
Look, it looks futuristic as fuck. I mean, but it's not that unbelievable. It looks like New York City, like the Empire State Building. Watch,
was made for them. It's got a docking zone.
Yeah, let's look it up. Give him a shout out, John. Don't let the dead air just build up. Hey, start shouting people out, dude. I gotta sometimes I gotta stop talking while I'm typing, or I won't be able to type. I can't type and talk. I just can't do it. Empire State Building was a Zeppelin. It was meant to be a Zeppelin dock or something like that. Let's see. Docking on the Empire State Building. Here we go. Docking on blimps docked on the Empire State Building. Let's see. Oh, not a globe. They always got to spin a globe in your face. Circuit board Earth. Here we go. We covered it all. We've been going. It's been a real mudstorm. A real shit storm, just of mud.
Like structures and
mud butt is really bad shit storm.
For decades, a myth has surrounded the spire of the Empire State Building, fueled by urban legend, TV shows, and Hollywood movies.
Sure, you know that the original purpose of
so-called observation deck, Empire State Building, was to be a docking station. The Zeppelins, of course.
It's one of the city's most enduring tales. The spire of the Empire State Building was meant as a mooring mast for dirigibles, the floating aircraft that captured the public's imagination in the early 1930s. Even today, the spire is officially called a mooring mast by the building's owners, who are currently replacing its 84-year-old windows. But there's just one problem, according to the chief executive of the company that runs the building.
Of course, it was never a mooring mast. It was never meant to bring a dirigible to the top of the building. It was put there so that it would be taller than the Chrysler Building. Lots of people have images from a postcard that was put together in the early 1930s of a winch that's inside the mooring mast that shows how they'd bring, with a huge giant drum, how they'd bring the dirigibles to the building. And the reality is there's no room for a winch.
No.
There's hardly any room in there for anything.
I knew it.
So where did the idea of the mooring mast come from? Well, that would be Al Smith, the one-time governor of New York and former president of Empire State Inc., the company that oversaw the building's construction and operated it at the time of its opening in 1931.
Mhm.
Historians say that Smith publicly promoted the idea of docking dirigibles to hide the mast's true purpose, which was to raise the building to a definitive height over the rival Chrysler Building, which was under construction at the same time. The addition of a 200-foot spire gave Empire a commanding claim to the title of world's tallest building. The later addition of an antenna brought the building to its current height of 1,454 feet. Today, it's the 25th tallest building in the world. But where Smith's rhetoric soared, the current CEO's is a little more down to earth.
The great fallacy is that something could be docked there in the first place. The fact of the matter is a tremendous amount of wind hits the building and is drafted directly up. The tail would have been blown high up in the air. It never could have maintained ballast because of the wind. So it was never even a thought.
The myth took flight thanks to doctored photos and illustrations showing dirigibles mooring on the spire. Today it lives on in film and television, even making an appearance in the 2004 movie Sky Captain and the World of
Sky
Tomorrow.
Captain. My nickname was Sky Captain in high school.
But sorry, Hollywood, this picture's just a lot of hot air.
It's just a lot of hot air. Yeah, okay. Okay.
They just called me Space Cadet.
My nickname was Hot Air in high school.
You're not a random mutated fish monkey living on a molten cord water ball corkscrewing through infinity. That's just what the ruling class wants you to believe, so you accept them and their system as your god. They want you to believe you live in a hostile universe, so you feel the need to be protected by daddy government and nanny state. They use the age-old trick called problem reaction solution. And it never fails. They create the problems to cause their desired reactions so they can be the ones to offer the solution. They understand how the human psyche operates, and that allows them to subliminally and neuro-linguistically program you like a drone. Your mind is the most powerful thing in this world, and that's why it's being sedated, oppressed, calcified, and caged. Everything you consume has been tampered with to cause sickness instead of health. This way of life breeds death and destruction instead of life and creativity. We are already running this world very easily. All the ruling class do is profit from our existence. So it's time to unbind your mind and start trusting your own intellect and stop trusting the people charging you to live.
Imagine rising.
You're not a
I said, "What's up, Joe?" I was muted.
Hey, what's happening, Ray?
Welcome to the show.
Thanks, man. Thanks. I was just laying down, but I saw you talking about airships. I don't know a whole lot about airships, but I would imagine. I just kind of put it in the context of. It seems like they started things out in the 1800s, and they present to us technology that evolves throughout time to where we are now, and that was just presented. That's just more stuff presented to us.
Wasn't real quick, not to get off topic, but while I'm thinking of it, the Mandela effect. Didn't this word Zeppelin change a bunch of times?
Scanny brother.
Zeppelin, like I've seen like a
Yeah.
bunch of different spellings of Led Zeppelin. The word Zeppelin. What do you think? Have you seen that
Scanny
one?
brothers.
Oh, hold on. Let's go full screen on him.
Scanny brothers.
Clearing bold.
Oh.
Antiquate technician mechanic. What's up?
My Scanny brothers. Scan well. Scan well to you. Scan well today.
Howdy, Clarion.
well.
Professor Clarion Bold.
What's going on?
My trusty wrench.
Where'd you come from? What's going on with you?
How you doing? How you doing, Ray? Thanks for having me on the show.
Yeah,
I'm over here
no problem.
fixing
Anytime.
the.
What are you doing? What do you got going on tonight?
Oh, I was gonna make some haze that I use power steam engines with, and then I'll sell you some on eBay.
Yeah,
you guys got eBay here, right?
Yeah, we have eBay. What are you selling? You selling haze? You selling haze?
Yeah, you put it in your steam engine. You don't always have to use coal or wood. You can use the steam powered, purified down into haze. Then you power your steam engines and your dirigibles in particular.
With the haze.
Just like the captains.
It's funny you say that because we were talking about steam engines tonight. Did you know that?
Yeah, I think that's why you had me on, right?
Yeah. Good one. Good one. Well played. Well played. Screenshot what? I can't screenshot anything while I'm running the stream.
Are my antennas up? Yeah, good. I'm receiving fine. I'm receiving fine. Let me take these off here. I can hear you too here.
So would you call yourself an Antiquitech mechanic? A mechanic.
Antiquitechnician.
Antiquitechnician. So what's the difference between an Antiquitechnician and an Antiquitech mechanic? Because my Antiquitech mechanic's been charging us a lot, and Nancy's been up in a fucking tiff about it, and Suzanne's been up in arms.
Well, just send me a note, and I'll come on by and fix anything you want.
Nice. So what do? You repair the Antiquitech?
Set it up here so that we can.
So you repair you repair the Antiquitech and steam engines?
Tell me if you can see my lab.
He was correspondent.
Oh wow!
He was trained correspondent.
Wow! What is that?
You can see my laboratory. Okay.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good one.
This is
do?
my portable laboratory here. It all runs off of time, the pendulum. So wherever you find okay. In my world, steampunk world, wherever you find a pendulum, you will find a clock. And wherever you find a clock, you'll find power. We get power from pendulums and steam put together and combine down into what you see here. Oh, I was looking at the wrong.
This is classic.
So here we go. This clock is precious right here. This is
That's classic. Look at that
anniversary clock right here. So you just get it going like this.
Yeah.
Get the pendulum swinging. Oops, not too much. It's very fragile. Oops, a little bit too much. Just a slight spin. There you go. Now that, my friend, that's my good friends, my scanny friends. That's the energy I have to put forward.
Oh wow, you get it for free?
It's not free energy, but it's almost
It's steam
free
energy. It's steam
There we
energy.
go. And then over here we have, which is definitely a fuel source that I use over here for. I'm gonna have to get some water. Be right back.
Yep.
Ray,
what's up, John?
You found some papers about steam technology from a professor back in the day, and they were all incomplete. And he put up his own laboratory, and he's been trying to finish the experiments. So it's all hit and miss.
That's cool.
He's kind of like Tesla, you know.
Yeah, he's very interesting.
Okay, sorry about that. I used up my water, purifying it down into these 3 beautiful hazes you see before you, which will be on sale on eBay. At what is my eBay? My eBay is my full name, which is a shoot. Where's my eBay number? Parnicipus Combine Clearing World the Third. Yeah, Parnicipus Combine. Spell it like it sounds. Clearing Bull the Third at eBay.
Yeah.
My friends call me Clearing Bulls. You don't have to call me Parnicipus. Take some water. Put it into my teapot, which I'll drink the tea later. Actually, I can use it for tea too. When it is tea time.
Tea time, yeah.
But then you just actually light it on fire. Ooh, it's real fire. There we go. Real fire. Oh, it's already steaming. Look at that. It's the steam's coming through here. Then it goes through. Now, I will tell you the parts for all this, okay? This is my atomizer. Oh, wait, no. That's right. Here's my atomizer. Oh, my gosh. I'm way behind schedule here. I got to start the atomizer, prime the atomizer, and there we go. Now we very carefully, very, very carefully take your endocarp mainstays, otherwise known as a rock. Endocarp mainstays here. Just as so. Very, very carefully. I hear somebody laughing that made me laugh. Ha 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 ha. Glee is good. Glee in the soul. Okay, here we go. Come on, endocarp mainstay and stay. It's very difficult. I've had trouble with this part of it. Because this is my mobile unit. My
positive
actual
energy,
unit.
Ray.
Oh, very good. You have to be very careful at that part. So that's set. Endocarp mainstay in place. The wire going to my the base right here. Here we go. Oh, it should be steaming now. It's probably
Here we go. He's gonna do it.
Now we got this going over here. And now we take Ray's favorite part. Put it into look.
Clearing bolt.
Did not spill. It miraculously barely spills. Let me fix my
Peace out, Joe. Thanks for coming on.
I have to fix the swivel chuckler. Let me fix the swivel chuckler over here. I think it's okay though, because we had already gotten power into it, right? We had already gotten the power going. We'll just throw that aside. We don't need that. This works fine like that. Exactly. Okay. That was just an extra piece I got. Okay, so extra parts, just parts, right? Hey, everybody got your goggles on? You need your goggles for this part. If you're from my world, you got goggles. Okay. Here we go. So now, put this part, the dangerous part, that is Ray's favorite part, put that into there. Yeah. We attach this right here. Right there. down there.
Oh, Ryan
Very
says it's
nice,
gonna
very
work.
nice.
Ryan says it's gonna work.
Now, will it work? No, it does not work yet. Huh? What's going on? Aha! See this part? This part right here must be activated to here, touching the rock, endocarp mainstay, and then aha! Now we have power. And it goes. We must capture it quickly now. While it's going, we must capture it. Put it into all my pieces are gone. Oh, there they are. Oh, oh, oh. Very good, very good. Everything's on schedule then. Put that in there. Everything's going nice. Oh yeah. Everything's going. I should use it. I got my gloves on though, so that's great. Got my gloves
Yeah. What
on.
what do the gloves do? What do the gloves do?
Oh. Aha. In steampunk world, you have to have pads, a clock, goggles, and gloves. And you must have an operating hat, a high-powered hat to draw in the ether. Okay, so it's put some of the, okay. Oh, look at this. It's going now. See that? Look at the beautiful haze in production. And there you have it, my friends. From steam and a pendulum, we've created the wonderful, beautiful haze. Parniciphus. What's my middle name? Parniciphus. Crumbine. Flaring Bold III at ebay.com. Get your haze for a special price for your special motors. Now, let me take some notes really quick. Un momento. The neighbors were mad. The neighbors don't like it when I make haze in the middle of the night. Okay. Did I lose connection? Am I still here?
No. Yeah, no. I was muted for a second because.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you have it, my friend. Let's go on. What do you got to show about dirigibles now? The ones I work on.
What are you saying? I got a cough. What are you saying? I completely couldn't hear you, the last thing you said.
You might know what you know about dirigibles.
Dirigible? I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing.
You asked Sin.
What did I ask him?
What do you know?
I lost track of what I was doing. All right, let's do this. Steam power during the Industrial Revolution. Further information, steam engine, Watt engine, timeline of steam power. Improvements to the steam engine were some of the most important technologies of the Industrial Revolution. Although steam did not replace water power in importance in Britain until after the Industrial Revolution. They had water power too, by the way. From Englishmen in 1712 to major developments by Scotsman, the mechanic of James Watt.
Oh, it was hard.
Yeah, steam engines have been to pump water workings. Early mills and successfully worked, but using the steam engine factory could. This is what I wanted to get to. There's one part here. It says that it was cheaper than gasoline. Here, let me see. I said it right there in the beginning. Coal and coke were cheaper and more abundant fuel. Right there. All right. Oh, we lost him. He's coming back. He's coming back, Jack.
That's so loud. Come back in. I'll be right back.
You there? Oh, we had him for a second. Yeah, that was pretty cool. By the way.
Yeah, Professor made an appearance. I didn't know if he was.
I got something there.
I'm pretty sure Singe created that.
The 15 most largest steam-powered vehicles, dude. Let's see what they got for us. And we'll speed this thing up, too. You're in.
Hey everyone, throughout modern history, scientists and engineers have been creating powerful steam engines to fulfill many purposes. So for today's video, I'm going to count down the top 15 largest steam-powered vehicles ever made. Number 15, the RMS Titanic. An infamous ocean liner, and perhaps the most well-known is the RMS Titanic, sister to the RMS Olympic. The Titanic was launched.
And I did not know that. I mean, I know it's a steamboat, right? A steamboat. Oh, steamboats.
In 1912 by White Star Line. It was the largest ocean liner to ever set sail, at over 882 feet long, with a 92.5-foot beam and a 34-foot draft. Spread across 9 decks, the Titanic was also known for having just about every amenity on board as long as you were in the right class. It was designed for opulence, class, and grace rather than speed. She had a modest cruising speed of just 21 knots to get her across the Atlantic, and the shipbuilders made sure that no expense was spared during her design, so she could surpass many of the other luxuries found on other ships, like a pool and sauna for the first-class passengers, plumbing features for the second-class staterooms, and even single-family third-class berths. She truly was wonderful and lived up to her name. The Titanic was powered by coal, with boilers located at the bottom of the ship, and 2 reciprocating engines roared at the rear. Steam would come up from the boilers to power the engines and then pass through to a turbine powering the center and small propeller. However, while she was famous for her technical prowess, she earned true infamy when she sank during her maiden voyage after striking an iceberg. And because the designers felt too many lifeboats would be an ugly feature, almost 1,500 people died during that night to remember, making the sinking of the Titanic the worst maritime disaster to date. Number 14, 50-leg Pobedi. If you're used to living in a warmer climate, then the idea of an icebreaker ship may sound a bit foreign. So let's go ahead and break the ice with this entry on our list. The ship 50-leg Pobedi is currently the largest icebreaker ship in the world and bursts her way through tough conditions while waving the Russian flag. The name 50-leg Pobedi roughly translates in Russian as 50 years of victory, referring to the Soviet Union's victory over the Axis powers in World War II. This huge icebreaker runs on 2 steam-powered generators, has great maneuverability, and can travel at a top speed of just over 21 knots. Even in the dead of winter, this ship is going full speed ahead. She's a whopping 524 feet long with a displacement of nearly 2,900 tons. She can rip through ice up to 9 feet thick. Yeah, that's pretty strong. There's plenty.
She's powered by steam and she can rip through ice that's 9 feet thick, dude. Come on, dude. Steam power, baby. What's going on?
Nice. All that needs is some balloons, and then it would be.
yeah. Just stay like that the entire time, dude.
Plenty of other great icebreaker ships out there too, but when it comes to steam, one's coming close. And the fact that she's been doing this for about 30 years is just a testament to her
What? What were you saying? Anything? Nothing? Nothing? All right, nothing.
She's so well known in her home country of Russia that you can even see her on a stamp. And when she's not carrying cargo, you can book her for an Arctic tour and sail around the North Pole. Just make sure to bring a whole lot of layers. Number 13, Norfolk & Western 2156. Built in 1942, the Norfolk & Western 2156 is the strongest pulling extant steam locomotive in the world. This golden oldie isn't riding the rails ever again, but she's a true steampunk marvel. Out of operation and retired from all rail service for decades now, the hefty Norfolk and Western 2156 is owned by St. Louis, Missouri's National Museum of Transportation. She belonged to one of the more efficient and modern steam locomotives used in the United States, and Norfolk and Western were known for resisting making the change from the coal-burning steam system of locomotion to the oil-burning diesel trains that would dominate the landscape. The 2156 had a total weight of about 436 tons. She reached a top speed of about 50 miles an hour and spent her final days of operation making mostly mine and coal fuel runs. But despite being the largest steam locomotive in the world, the 2156 was incredibly agile and built for speed. This compound articulated locomotive was amongst the hardest working steam locomotives ever built. The main benefits sought from compounding in this manner are reduced fuel and water consumption, plus a higher power to weight ratio due to more expansion in the cylinder before the exhaust valves open, which gives a higher efficiency. That, coupled with the articulated design, allows the locomotive to operate on tracks with tighter curves by allowing the two sets of drive wheels to split and turn independently. Number 12, Esso Atlantic. This big oil tanker was owned and operated by Esso Tankers Incorporated. It's one of only 7 ships ever made that had a deadweight capacity of 500,000 tons, with hers being just under 517,000 tons. The Esso Atlantic is no joke and is the vessel you can count on when the heaviest of the heavies need moving.
Wow.
Ever wonder how all those giant oil and gas rigs get out to the middle of the ocean? And don't forget that when they're finally tapped out, they need to come back to port. How about when they need a massive new part? Well, the Esso Atlantic is the one that's lugging all that equipment around for them. It's got a length of 1,300 feet, a beam of 233 feet across, and a fully laden draft of 83 feet, meaning she's another supertanker that's a little too deep and wide in the oceans for many ports. And while she was built back in 1977, the Esso Atlantic had an incredibly good run, making it all the way to the year 2002. And during her service life lasted nearly 3 decades. She ran on a powerful steam turbine propulsion system that carried her through the currents at a top speed of about 16 knots, which is pretty fast for something that massive. In the end, though, she was sold to shipbreakers out in Pakistan and scrapped like so many other supertankers of the time. Number 11, SS Normandy, or the USS Lafayette. Once the pride of France, the SS Normandy sailed the world's oceans from 1935 to 1942. And many historians and enthusiasts will tell you that she was the greatest and most elegant ship to make the transatlantic trip. Built as a direct competitor of Italy's SS Rex, Great Britain's Queen Mary, and Germany's Europa and Bremen, the Normandy was 983 feet long with a 119-foot beam and was spread across 12 decks. She was absolutely stunning and was the crown jewel of the golden age of ocean liners, with the majority of the ship being built just for first class. She showcased the pinnacle of steamship design, accommodations, and service, with her more hydrodynamic hull and streamlined deck design. With her top speed of 32.2 knots, the Normandy was able to capture the blue ribbon multiple times during her 7-year career. But as World War II broke out, the French Normandy was claimed by the U.S. in their New York City port and renamed the USS Lafayette. Despite being made for the upper echelons of society, this newly christened Lafayette was set to be refitted as a troop transport. However, during her transition, a spark from a torch created a fire, and because her fire suppression system had been deactivated, she quickly ignited and went up in flames before ever making it to the European or Pacific fronts. Number 10, Esso Pacific. A ULCC, or an ultra-large crude carrier and sister ship to the world-famous Esso Atlantic vessels, the Esso Pacific entered service as a supertanker in the year 1977 and was built by Hitachi Zosen Corporation in Japan. Just like her sister vessels, the Esso Pacific was a massive oil tanker at over 1,300 feet, a beam of 233 feet, and a 250,000 gross tonnage, with a cargo capacity of 516,000 tons. And although she was built in Japan, the Esso Pacific flew under the flag of the Bahamas with her single-propeller steam turbine propulsion system that let her lug all that crude oil around at a top speed of just over 15 knots. Like her sister ship, the Esso Pacific suffered the same fate after about 25 years in service and was sent to the Gandhani shipbreaking yard in Pakistan to be turned into one of the biggest piles of scrap metal you'll probably ever see. When we think of the longest ships in the world, we often think of more modern vessels, but it's important to remember that even as far back as the 1970s, people were working hard to deliver some really long vessels, and the Esso Pacific is the perfect example of that. Number 9, Arctica. All right, taking the 9th spot on this list is another Soviet-era icebreaker, the Arctica. Now retired, she was a bit of a doozy, because overall she's got a nice length of 569 feet and a 112-foot-long beam. Plus, she's got a history that's as big as her. It should come as no surprise that the name Arctica literally translates to Arctic in English, letting you know just what this icebreaker is made for. She was in service from 1975 all the way until 2008, and just 2 years after her icy maiden voyage, she was the first ship to ever reach the North Pole. Sadly, neither Santa Claus nor her elves were anywhere to be found, but Arctica's feat was the real gift to the Soviet Union, who were in a race with the United States to see who was the best at just about everything and who could be the first to do, well, anything. So on this front, they won big time. The Pacific North Pole expedition was also dedicated to the 60th anniversary of the October Revolution, making it a double historical win for the Soviets. Arctica was
he being sarcastic? Because I was saddened by that.
7.5 months with 189 crew members on board,
me too.
at a max speed of 18 knots.
About
in 2005, Arctica was also the first nautical vessel to
Santa
cover over 1 million
Claus.
miles.
Oh,
It was the first civilian ship to spend a full year at sea. She's earned every bit of the rest she has since retiring. Number 8.
They had
SS
all this
Bismarck,
shit powered
RMS
with
Majestic.
steam, and they took
Coming
us
in at
off of it.
956 feet long, a beam of over 100 feet, a 36-foot draft, and a gross tonnage of 56,000 tons with 11 decks, the ocean liner formerly known as the SS Bismarck was built in 1914 as a part of the Hamburg America line, and kept on the back burner until World War I came to a close. With a top speed of about 26 knots, she wasn't the fastest ocean liner in the sea, but she instead opted for elegance, size, and comfort. She was the sister,
I can't
or
believe
this
it's
case,
in the
brother ship,
water.
as the Kaiser preferred German ships to be men.
Should be in the
both
air.
Imperator and the Vaterland, and could have ruled the seas had World War I not broken out. She was 70 feet longer than the Titanic, and had an improved steam turbine for all 4 propellers, and exhaust vents from the boilers were routed in such a way to allow for long, expansive interior spaces that no other ocean liner had yet to achieve. But despite the shipyard's best efforts, the Bismarck was handed over to Great Britain as part of Germany's war reparations, and she was renamed the RMS Majestic. Number 7, the SS Imperator. In an attempt to outdo the Lusitania and Mauretania and the Olympic-class fleet from White Star, Germany created the massive SS Imperator in 1913 at the height of the Kaiser's
Wow,
power.
the SS Imperator,
Starters,
German.
that felt more masculine, referring to the liner as a he instead of the usual
It's
she.
a he.
At 906 feet long with a 98-foot beam and a 35-foot draft, the Imperator was larger than
It's
the
a he.
Titanic.
Singe, it's a he. It's not a she.
For the golden age of ocean liners.
It's a
The most
he.
recent technological
It's
advances
not a
were
she.
implemented into its design, with new turbines powering the
It,
ship's propellers, allowing him to reach a max speed of about 26 knots. But the most visible design element was the 15-foot tall bronze eagle that towered over a globe it perched on. And while they fell off during a bad storm just 1 year after its maiden voyage, the eagle had an impressive 40-foot wingspan. As World War I broke out, the Imperator chose to sit on the sidelines docked in Hamburg for the duration, although he was constantly stripped for his bronze, which would quickly leave the Imperator in a state of utter disarray, perhaps acting as an omen for how Germany would fare during the war. By the end of the war, though, the Emperor was captured by the United States and converted to a troop transport and renamed the RMS Berengaria. Number 6, RMS Mauretania. One of the Cunard Line's most successful endeavors, the RMS Mauretania is the sister ship to the Lusitania, having launched in the same year, 1906. She remained in service for almost 30 years, and she was the largest ship in the oceans at 790 feet long, with an 88-foot beam and a 33-foot draft until she was overtaken by the SS Bremen in 1929. But unlike her slightly smaller sister, the Lusitania, the Mauretania was able to survive the First World War and remained a sense of pride and a beacon of hope for Great Britain. She crossed through the Atlantic for 10 years after the signing of the Treaty of Versailles. But the Mauretania wasn't just a sea beast, she was pretty fast too, capturing the coveted blue ribbon several times through her lifetime, thanks to her steam turbines powering 4 propellers. The only catch was that when full power was applied, the Mauretania suffered from intense vibrations in the rear, where the third class was located.
She suffered from intense vibrations in the rear.
Lived in smooth sailing.
That's what he said, dude.
Number 5, Pennsylvania Railroad Class S1.
Say that again?
More commonly referred to as
She suffered from intense vibrations in the rear.
Railroad Class S1 is a retro-futuristic classic locomotive. If you can't already tell from just the aesthetics, it was a single experimental duplex locomotive of the Pennsylvania Railroad. It was designed to demonstrate the advantages of duplex drives and was the longest and heaviest rigid frame reciprocating steam locomotive that was ever built. The streamlined Art Deco style shell of the locomotive was designed by Raymond Louis in 1939, who would later go on to work for NASA. The S1 had
it was designed by the guy that worked for NASA.
2 pairs of cylinders, each driving 2 pairs of driving wheels. To achieve stability at fast passenger train speeds, usually over 100 miles an hour, articulation was not used. At 140 feet long overall, including the engine and tender, the S1 was the longest reciprocating steam locomotive ever. It also had the heaviest tender, about 205 tons, as well as the highest tractive effort of passenger steam engine when built. And it even had the largest driving wheels at 7 feet in diameter ever used on a locomotive with more than 3 driving axles. It clearly had a lot going for it, and was more than likely built just to break records. Being the big engine came at a price, though. Problem of wheel slippage, along with a wheelbase that was too long for many of the rail line's curves, limited the S1's usefulness, making it more of an attraction than anything else. It did, however, make an all-star appearance at the 1939 World's Fair, where the drive wheels operated under locomotive steam power and ran continuously on the roller platform at 60 miles an hour all day long. While no one will ever get to ride in the big engine, it's pretty hard to argue against the idea that it isn't one of the coolest-looking steam-powered vehicles ever made. Number 4, 150 HP case tractor. When we think of tractors, we don't typically think of steam-powered vehicles tilling the fields. All of that's about to
treat yourself.
All that's about to change. Shit's about to hit the fan. It's warning.
Caramel.
The 150 HP case was an experimental steam engine that made its debut all the way back in 1904, quickly becoming the world's largest traction engine. They were originally used for locomotives, with only 9 in existence at the time, but they left the scene as quickly as they were implemented, and none of them survived.
9.
That is until more than a
All they
century
found
later,
was
someone
9.
decided to open up the vault. And
They
use
can't
the
make
engine to
any
build
more
the
after
world's
that.
largest
They don't know how to
steam-powered
do it.
tractor. The new 150 HP case was built by Anderson Industries in South Dakota in 2018 and weighs in at a stunning 75,000 pounds. The comically large tractor is 25 feet long, 14 feet wide, and 14 feet high, and is built with a firebox just under 5 feet long. Now, naturally, something of this size.
Chicago artist, what's up?
Steaming punch, producing 5,000
Welcome to
pounds
the
of
show.
torque that's capable of pulling 44 John Deere plows behind it. But how can something so seemingly
Chicago
operate
artist,
yeah.
yeah.
But despite the strength, the tractor's top speed is just under 6 miles an hour. What's really impressive
We got to get moving. We gotta stay loose, you know? Let it cool. Let the coolness get into our vertebrae.
Book of World Records. There's only one of these tractors in existence, though, so if any gearhead out there is looking to see it in all of its steamy glory, then you'll have to head down
One
to
of
South
these
Dakota
in
and get
existence.
line. Number 3, the Yellowstone. All right, not to be confused with one of the biggest shows on television right now, the Yellowstone is one of the largest steam-powered locomotives in history. Yellowstone type locomotives are articulated steam locomotives that feature a 2884 wheel arrangement, a popular arrangement that can be traced back to 1928 when the American Locomotive Company first produced trains for the famous Northern Pacific Railway. The railway nicknamed the new locomotive after Yellowstone National Park, since the railway ran near the park. There were a total of 72 of these Yellowstone
72
operated on a few different railways, but they're most well known for their operation on the Duluth, Mesabi, and Iron Range, hauling incredibly heavy amounts of iron ore, which is needed by powerful locomotives to lead the trains. When placing an order in the early 1940s, the railway was interested in the 2882 arrangements, but operational requirements required extra trailing wheels, and thus Yellowstone was born with the 2884 arrangement. These Yellowstones became a serious American workforce during World War II, but never quite caught on in terms of popularity and enthusiasm, as some of its counterparts did. But despite having only 72 of these 2884 mallet-articulated Yellowstone locomotives spread amongst just 4 railroads, there are only 3 survivors today, all of which remain from the Duluth, Mesabi, and Iron Range Railway. They're all on static display at various museums and historical societies where they'll live out their days as massive relics of the past. Number 2, the Big Boy 4014. The largest single locomotive in existence was a classic product of Union Pacific, the Big Boy 4014. 25 of these big boys were built exclusively for Union Pacific Railroad, the first of which was delivered in 1941. The locomotives were 132 feet long and weighed 1.2 million pounds. Because of their great length, the frames of the big boys were hinged or articulated to allow them to negotiate curves. They had a 4884 wheel arrangement, which meant they had 4 wheels on the leading set of pilot wheels, which guided the engine, 8 drivers, another set of 8 drivers, and 4 wheels following, which supported the rear of the locomotive. The massive engines normally operated between Ogden, Utah, and Cheyenne, Wyoming. There are 7 big boys on public display in various cities around the country. They can be found in St. Louis, Missouri, Dallas, Texas, Omaha, Nebraska, Denver, Colorado, Scranton, Pennsylvania, Green Bay, Wisconsin, and Cheyenne, Wyoming. Big Boy number 4014 was delivered to Union Pacific in December of 1941, and the locomotive was retired in December 1961, having traveled over 1 million miles in its 20-year service. Union Pacific reacquired number 4014 from the Rail Giants Museum in Pomona, California in 2013, and relocated it back to Cheyenne to begin a multi-year restoration process.
Exactly.
It returned to service in May of 2019 to celebrate the 150th
You're on
anniversary
it.
of the Transcontinental Railroad's completion. Number 1, Allegheny Class. Between 1941 and 1948, Lime Locomotive Works built their H8 Allegheny-class locomotives, one of 2 classes with the 2666 configuration for the Chesapeake and Ohio
2666.
The coal hauling trains were large enough to rival the likes of the Big Boy 4014 and Yellowstones, and are some of the largest steam-powered vehicles.
I'm just
ever
asking
built.
questions.
At the time, many had believed that diesel power would quickly replace steam, but both Lima and Chesapeake and Ohio built the ultimate high-powered steam locomotives to prove the competition wrong. No diesel engine ever surpassed the output of these behemoths, which were amongst the heaviest steam locomotives ever constructed. The 3-axle trailing truck supporting the firebox was unusual yet creative, carrying over 190,000 pounds, allowing the huge firebox needed for the high power. As it turned out, these steam locomotives continued in service for almost another 10 years, in no small part to Allegheny. These locomotives produced 700 horsepower and weighed 386 tons on top of the 215-ton carrying capacity. Timing is everything, though, and the Allegheny class arrived just in time for the U.S. entry into World War II, so these locomotives quickly became the train of choice to haul coal throughout Virginia to be shipped off in the war effort. They could make their run twice as fast as the car models they replaced, and could make much of the journey unassisted. Simply put, they were faster, stronger, and better. Today,
Faster, stronger, better.
Locomotives, both of which retired from service in 1956.
They were faster and better and stronger than what we got now.
See you next time.
Like the
Thank
$6
you.
million
He's
man.
like, they were better than what we had. I'll see you next time. I'm checking out. He's like, I'm a computer voice, and that's my slice of the mud. All right, so we have, so check this out. So I just looked up this historic steamboat construction photos. You know, obviously, let's see. Oh, it's a real photo. Let's see. Look at this. All right, so they're doing something with steamboats, right? These are boats that are powered by steam. But look, so we got a horse and a buggy, right? So they got steamboats and horses and buggies at the same time. You see that? You see that? They have steamboats and horse and buggies at the same period of time. And a lot of these people, I didn't want to say the B word, but they look black. I'm sorry. Look, he's black. 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 They're all black. There's one white guy right here. No, 2 white guys. Look, the 2 guys with the top hats and one dude's looking.
Why are you afraid to denote a person's skin pigmentation?
No, listen.
In my land, it doesn't matter.
It's not about racism. I'm just saying, like,
in my land, we don't have that word.
I'm not racist at all. I'm just saying
what does
they
it
look
mean?
black.
I don't know that word.
Listen, don't rip me apart about it.
I don't know what that word is.
I'm just telling you the truth. They look
from
black.
In steampunk world, we don't know.
But look at the 2 white guys right here, though. I can't zoom in any further. But look down there. These 2. Can you see them?
Yeah, those are the bosses.
Look, one of them's looking straight at the camera. This guy, and the other guy's whispering, doing a hidden hand gesture.
Yeah, he's flashing.
Dude, these guys are everywhere in the reality throughout time in all these pictures. It's almost like that, what's that, the Adjustment Bureau or something? It's like one of those movies where, like, they're just everywhere. So they're part of the reality. What are they? What's going on? All right, let's get out of here for a minute. I got more. So,
yeah, Ray.
Oh, this one's in color. Yeah, what's up?
When I was in high school, I grew up in mid Michigan.
In high school? Look, there's a bell, which we know was tech. Anyway, go ahead.
My friend's grandpa had 2 steam tractors from the turn of the century.
Mm-hmm.
They might have been John Deere's. They were big, huge green ones, and they were perfectly restored.
This is colorized, so it was black and white, but they added color after the fact. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, he had 2 steam tractors, fully restored, and he restored them out of his own machine shop in his garage.
Yeah.
And the whole machine shop was run off a offset 1-cylinder motor that operated all the belts, all the saws, lathes, and everything was run off of belts in his garage.
Wow.
Old school.
That's a trip.
That's how they did it in the 1800s.
Nice.
That's a
Sounds
trip.
like my
That's a
home.
real trip. Look at this one. Oh, it's this guy up here. Boom. There's another one standing right on top of the boat. Who is that? Like, look. Oh, that's for the captain. Oh, yeah, you're right. That's where the captain goes. Dude, that's awesome. The captain gets to sit right there in the front and drive this whole thing just like, I'm king of the world. Dude, that would be the best.
Yes, the captains are the greatest. They're the greatest heroes I know.
First on, last off.
Nice. That was cool. Oh, I like it. We're winning. We're winning. So it's just. Oh, look at this one.
Going.
Full image steamboat construction at Cleveland Maritime. So here we go. Here they are
Here
constructing.
we go.
Oh no, it came up blank. Oh, that's what she said. Look, no, it's still spinning. It's still spinning, but it says blank. So no, that one came up blank. I came up blank. I was coming up blank. They used to call me Blanky.
Brondo's got electrolytes. Brondo's got what plants need.
1884 painting. Robert E. Lee. What?
That must be the. Oh, that's the Fullerton.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
History of the steam engine. The first recorded rudimentary steam engine was the Aeolipile, mentioned by Vitruvius between 30 and 15 BC now. Remember, they were just saying the first one was like, this is the first steam engine. I showed one earlier. It was like 1600. Now they're saying it was 30 and 15 BC by Heron and Alexandria. We don't even know if these people were real. First century Roman Egypt at this point. At this point, we don't even know if these people are real. Oh, look, here we go. Wow. Bingo. All right, we're already looking at this one. We already saw that one.
Oh, that's like my dad's car. Yeah. He had a car like that.
Oh, really? What was it called? The steam engine?
No. It was an A-505 C3.
I know what it was. I know exactly what it was, dude. Hold on.
How long did it take?
I got a video of his dad's car. I have a video of it. It's right. I think it's right here. Let's see. Is this it?
That looks like an offset motor right there.
Oh, that wasn't it. Yep. Hold on. Yeah, this is it. This was Cinchman's dad's car. You want to see it? All right.
No, that's Claringbold's car. Dad's car.
No. This was it right here.
Claringbold's dad. Yeah. I'm Claringbold tonight. Wow, that's nice.
Pretty badass, dude.
Wonder how many knots it gets per kilometer.
It's wind speed. Building up pressure.
Coming up, post share.
These
Like,
headphones are
subscribe.
heavy, dude. You wouldn't believe how heavy they are. Imagine they used to wear these. They've got to weigh like almost 3 pounds. It's so heavy. I had to take them
They
off.
need a bellows.
People used to walk around with these thinking they were the sheep. I'm so cool. I'm walking around with this.
We need them to get a bellows for
I'm
the
gonna go to
supercharger.
the store dressed like this.
This is great.
I'm gonna film it.
Here it
People will
goes.
People will love it. It's heavy though. I can imagine people. And this doesn't even have any batteries in it. With the batteries, it's even heavier.
It's loud though. It's loud as fuck.
Let's hear it. Wow, that sounds beautiful. It's running the top, like it's running like a top.
Nice.
It's running like a top.
Now you're gonna back up. No.
Unbelievable. This is a steam engine.
Oh man, it's so hard. Costuming is hard.
This is great. I know you do a good job though.
When you ever wear armor, it's hard, dude.
all right.
You're wearing armor.
All right, I got a good one.
I tested my side that flew and I wore full armor to do my whole flew. And I went out shopping.
Definitely looks like a 2-man operation.
To prove that I could do it.
I got to show you guys something after this is over.
I was sweating and wanting to die.
How you like my minion hat?
That is beautiful. I gave a couple of those out at Flatfest. Is that what I gave you? Did I give that to you?
No.
Okay, because I gave 2 of them out, or 1 of them. Something. But give them away. Because they were too tight on my head.
Oh shit, here it goes.
Wow. It's working.
I was gonna wear the whole show, but I'm like that.
Nice. I would drive that thing. I would go to work. I would drive it to work.
With my other 10 cars.
No problem.
And then drive it in front of liberal type, save the world type people.
See the exhaust in the back?
This is highly conservative. This is the way.
Yeah, they're just making us. This is to make us look stupid.
I know. That's next.
This is just to make us look stupid.
Next.
No. This is the way of the future.
No, but you know what though? They're gonna try to make us look stupid. I'm gonna make them look stupid because you know why?
Oh, you mean by making it go slow?
No.
Right.
Because they said that the first steam engine was Vivicius 1 century BC, right? Well, this says the first steam engine Stevenson rocket 1910, and it's got some fucking Freemason looking guy.
Oh, okay. I'll follow.
Look,
that
there
up
he
with
is.
something then. I'll follow
What
that.
do you think?
Restate it again.
Dude, first they were saying that the first steam engine was like 1800s. Then they were saying like 1600s, I heard. Like, I said it like 5 times during the stream. We'll have to go back and fact check. Yeah, go ahead. Now they're saying 1910. This is the first steam engine. No, this guy just found that thing, and he's like, take a picture of me on it so we can say this is the first one. He found it right there in the tunnel. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, they said the time of in Alexandria they had one, right?
Oh, that was like 3 pounds too.
Dude, they've been saying this the whole stream. You guys haven't been here for half the stream, so I mean, I'm not mad at you. I mean, I knew you were going to show up.
Better be mad at me.
I'm not mad at you. You did a great job. I mean, you did a great job. You showed up. I mean, you was late, but you was
No, I wasn't late.
where it
you
came
weren't.
from.
No, you was on time. John was late. You was on time. I wasn't talking about you.
John's never late.
Yeah.
Name of the show is Lost in
A
Time.
mud mobster's always on time, no matter what time he arrives.
Yeah, exactly. Mud Mob Unite. So look at this one. Oh wow, these are real ones. All right. I found some real ones. No bullshit. Look at this. This is in Britain or something. That's crazy. Does it really work? I don't know, but like I've never seen that's some
There's a steering
shit.
wheel on it.
That's some shit. And there's other ones too. Look at this one. That's a steam engine.
A what?
That's a steam engine. It's a steam
Oh
engine.
yeah, that ran belts probably.
And this is a steam engine.
That ran the belts for a factory probably.
I don't believe them anymore. There's so many different ones.
But now the hat, I'm starting to like. Actually, starting to like. I might just wear that.
Oh no, it's downloading it to my no, get out of here.
Think
Oh
about
no.
my hat. Like that.
Oh no.
What is that?
No. What are you saying?
Where
I'm
we
asking
going?
chat what they think about my hat.
You look like
I'll wear
you
it.
look like
I don't care.
something Bing Crosby would wear.
Looks like I got my fisticuffs.
Yeah.
Wait, tilt it forward like that.
You need a pipe.
Who invented the steam engine? Okay.
Fullerton.
Well, I'm thinking we beat the steam engine thing in the head.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was
All right,
one cool cat right there. He was probably a mason. Nice.
Let me just go over something with you real quick. Because while we're talking about steam engines and zeppelins,
You know, a nuclear reactor ain't nothing but a steam engine.
okay. Let me just show you guys something. I mean, you guys know, but I need to go over this for the newbies, for the new jacks. Okay, so I'm about to show a video that says the Zeppelin flew around the world. In
88 days.
Now, let me show you how that works. On the flat Earth, they can fly because the Earth is flat like this. This is the Earth. That's Antarctica. They could go from east to west around that way. So they could start over here, which is Australia, and fly like what is that? West, fly west, east to west. Boom, and they'll end up back in Australia, and they've gone. And they think they went around, right? Or they can go this way and go around that way and come back to Australia. You know what I'm saying? Like this, and go around. That's what the sun and the moon do. You know, one's on one side, one's light, one's dark. Okay, that's the North Pole. The center is north. Anyway, you go out is south. Okay. Now, so we know they didn't go around the world. They think they did. No one has ever gone north to south or south to north around over Antarctica. We're not allowed to go there anyway. So, but they're going to say that the Zeppelin went around the world in 1929. So let's check that out. New York, August 1929. All right.
East to west is no problem. We'll go
rock. Nuclear
east
power
to
energy
west
steam.
on a globe or
really
on a plane.
Thanks, Rock. Let's see.
Ray.
Yeah.
As long as you're going east to west, it works on a globe or the plane.
Yep.
Just takes a little bit longer on the plane. I mean on the globe. because they had to stretch the flat map around the globe. Look at all the motors on that. That's
Hold on, pause this for 1 second. Oh, wait up. There's the Statue of Liberty. Let's see. Is it on?
No.
Is it on a Star Fort? Is it on Ellis Island? 1929. Where is it? All right, real quick. So what Rock just said?
It's pretty big.
No, where is it? Nuclear. All right, so I saw this. Nuclear power plants had what they call a steam generator. A steam generator is a heat exchanger used to convert water into steam from heat produced in a nuclear reactor core. They are used in pressurized water reactor between the primary and secondary coolant loops. In typical PRW designs, the primary coolant is built in purity water. Wow.
So I say, but a steam engine.
Yeah, look. Wow.
Those are submarines.
Boom, baby. Rock is on it. Get him, Rock. Oh, nuclear power plant diagram. Oh, no, they ain't gonna let me show that. Let's see if they let me show this one. Nuclear power plant. They wouldn't let me show the diagram. All right, pretty cool. Great stuff. Steam generators. This is what it looks like. For real. On the real tease. Oh, is it gonna come up? Let's see. My computer's buffering, but it's probably my internet that sucks. Or it's just the website doesn't want to give it to me. All right. It ain't gonna give that to me. Well, all right, we're moving on. Great stuff. Oh, shit. Well, how much more longer are we going to go for?
They say they could harness like a quarter of our energy from the steam that comes up from the ground. There's so much steam that comes out of the ground.
Yeah.
That could be utilized for.
Dude, look at that. That's pretty nice. That at that time. Man, what a trip. So Rasta's on. What's Rasta been doing? Rasta's spinning reggae.
He's beating the drum circle.
Wow. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to show. Okay, this looked good. We'll look at that next. I'm going to stay on for a little while longer. We're going to watch some stuff. I'm going to put the link out one last time. This is the last time I'm putting the link out. Don't get butthurt. I can't stay on all night because we're going to have more shows, more nights. I'm jet lagged. I
can imagine.
I am completely jet lagged. So let's see if it's talking. Wow. Some old shit. Old world, baby.
And they're here to watch the departure of her.
Oh. Paramount. Here we go.
Thank you, Jack. It's a beautiful morning down here, and it's the day of the greatest aerial adventure in history. Crowds are gathering here at Lakehurst, New York, to take a last-minute glimpse of the beautiful Graf Zeppelin. And they're here to watch the departure of her flight around the world. The band is playing out a stirring farewell.
Yeah, everybody's got a hat on. One guy.
Man, I'm hurting. Hurting bad, baby.
Z for Zeppelin.
Well, here we go. Here we go. They're going around the world. Look, just like I said. West to east. West to east. They're not going north to south. They're going west to east. They ain't going over Antarctica. They ain't going over Antarctica. They went around west.
Can't go there.
Erratic turns also.
Ray, haven't you heard? You can't go there.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Good call. You can't go to Antarctica.
Antarctica.
15 more colors for that shirt this week. Nice.
Yeah, that was weird. Hold on a second. Something weird just happened.
Oh, a real country breakfast, the best you ever tried. Pick up some Flatter Farms breakfast Bud Bites.
Flat Earth Farms Breakfast Bud Bites. Made with the best cuts of bud. Just like at home. Packed full of fresh country flavor. From the skillet to your plate. Tasty breakfast Bud Bites.
Tasty breakfast Bud Bites from Flat Earth Farms. Try some today.
Available at all purveyors of fine products near you.
So what's up, Rock? What do you want to tell us about these nuclear reactors, dude? What do you know? And how do you know it?
Okay, I watched a guy who was worked at a nuclear plant. Forget his name. It starts with an S or something. And he said that the rocks are not poisonous. You can eat them, touch them, play around with them. The only reason they say they're dangerous is so that you won't get any and run your own steam generator in your backyard.
Wow.
So they're hot rocks. They're refined. They start out, certain heat, and then you refine them and make them even hotter. And then they steam the water. That's why all power plants are near a fresh water source. Got to have a fresh water source, steam the water. And then, so all these nuclear failures that were all fake. We know that Chernobyl never was poisoned. They got green shit growing there now. My egg.
Amen, brother.
Oh,
you
Easter,
got it.
right? Easter, that's nice. Yeah,
My chicken.
I used to do that when I was a kid, man. Hard-boiled eggs and Easter,
Exactly what he said. Yes.
I just ate a steak.
Actually, yeah, this is Easter weekend, right? Happy Easter, everybody. We'll probably do a show. About Easter. Yeah, what's up?
Passover is April 22nd this year. They don't even use the right clock. It's not even near Easter.
I know.
Like
They
3 weeks
back.
ago.
Why did they back it up, dude? Why did they back up Easter this year? It's earlier than normal.
Yeah, it's a month early almost.
Oh, dude.
3 weeks early. It's the full moon. The first year of the New Year is so the New Year don't even start till April 8th. The New Year starts.
And that's when the eclipse is this time.
Mm-hmm.
April 8th. Supposedly,
Yeah.
allegedly. I don't know. But yeah.
I thought
So,
like
I forgot what I was going to tell you. Oh yeah, then they bury the rocks, so you can't have any, and you it's just a fear tactic so that you won't, you're afraid of those goddamn rocks, and then they bury them. They bury them, and there's they bury them, and they're still good and shit, and you can't have any of those steam rocks.
Yeah.
And then they got rid of this because it might be slower, but it was much more luxurious.
So you already knew about this steam engine is suspicious thing before I even picked up on it. This whole history on the steam engine is kind of suspicious, dude.
Steam engines are simple. They're simple. They just require a couple valves. You can make steam engines, and we have steam engines in our mines.
Would you be able to make one? Would you be if you tried? Would you be able to make one?
If I had the right tools.
Of course he can. He's an antiquity technician. Can't you tell?
So they used to use steam radiator heat, where the steam engine is the heater is in the basement.
Exactly.
The steam rises up the pipe,
Those
goes
were
through the
stations.
radiator things.
Those were the big towers, the coolant tower.
And then the water falls. Once the steam rises, goes up. So your pipes have to be, when it comes out, the steam goes up, and then the water comes down and back, and it recirculates the steam. The steam. You remember those old steam heaters, radiators?
They're supposedly flying around the world, by the way, on this. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
We use the rods, the radiated rods, to just make steam in the water.
Real quick, I want to go over something. Have you guys seen this bridge thing, dude? The minute I seen the bridge thing, I was like, I knew it was fake. Like I knew it was bullshit. I knew it was a hoax. I knew it was the newest psyop. Yeah. But anyway,
you know what I was going to say about those blimps?
What?
They're just like airplanes today. They don't pump fuel into those wings. They pump helium or whatever that shit is that makes them float. The air wings on planes are airtight. They're not liquid tight.
I know what you're saying.
Which means they're pumping some kind of thing that makes them lighter. And then they just got these continuous powered air compressors somehow that, you got to turn them off and they're started with high pressure air. When they start those jet engines, they're all started.
I'm sure bridge collapse, as you can see, are complete. Devastation as you see the cargo ship and
that
the concrete slab,
1100,
the actual roadway,
11 months and 11 days
bridge itself
after
coming
the
down on a
Titanic
cargo ship. Complete devastation once again. Take a look here.
Exactly.
As you can see, the cargo ship hits the support column as it supposedly attempts to leave the port of Baltimore. You see the devastation with the bridge collapse. There is an individual on Instagram that's claiming it's dynamite. Obviously, with dynamite, you would hear explosions. You can put in nanothermite into the mix, but as far dynamite, no way. But again, you do
I got
see
a strike for
it looks like
having
these
that
cars
on my
going
YouTube.
off. Some can state
this video
that it's electrical wiring for the bridge itself to light the
videoed
bridge. Of
the whole
course,
thing when it first
I
started.
also came across this footage, full version.
You got a strike for putting this video on? No, not the same video.
For putting news feeds on, like CBS News Feed, Fox News Feed.
Really? What do they say?
And
Hate
it's-
speech? Would they say hate speech?
I don't know. It didn't even tell me. It just said against community policies or something.
Yeah, fuck that then. I ain't gonna risk it. I want to keep this stream up. I want to keep it. All right. So check this out.
But that happened exactly 111 years, 11 months, and 11 days after the Titanic sank.
Yeah, you
And
were
it
saying.
hit the bridge that represents America, the national anthem. It hit that
I
bridge.
know,
I
I
think
know.
it's the symbolism of like collapse of America, like the
Maybe.
reset. The Fed is going down.
Yeah,
And we're going to get the crypto coin. It might be a symbol for the crypto coin coming out or something.
They're going to do something with it.
Bread, well, or circus, not bread, but I mean, it's certainly the circus part.
Yeah.
And it divides.
You're funny.
Y'all, welcome back. Thank you for being here. When we speak of giants, is it any coincidence that the seemingly mythical specimen, a precursor to man, or some would say a gift from the heavens, would have found references that have seeded their way into every aspect of modern day life? Yet, in the scientific world, giants are nothing more than a speculative fantasy, a farce, concocted by multiple persons throughout numerous centuries. Somehow, the interspersed legends have interwoven themselves so that the elegant, massive.
What happened?
That guy's bullshit. He thinks giants are fake.
No, he thinks they're real.
No.
No, he's saying they're fake.
He's saying
I thought he said that.
What did you say?
He's not saying they're fake.
Proof of the otherworldly beings, the evidence one might need to prove a biblical type occurrence, have all been discredited.
He's trying to say they're discredited.
The funny part is, coincidentally, until the Smithsonian Institution came along, a majority of mankind, including America's most famous president, believed that giants existed. And furthermore, the abundance of claims of giant skeletons of man being found in America was only made more credible by the hundreds of other burial mounds being found throughout the rest of the known world. Some will claim
go back.
the
Say,
bones
go
are
back.
of the Nephilim.
That one where it had the giants next to the dwarfs, because dwarfs are real too. Where the giant was standing next to the dwarfs.
Hold on, I want to see it.
Yeah.
I missed it. That
see,
one.
because they got dwarfs. Yeah. Dwarfs are real too.
What's dwarfs? Wait, what was
Little
dwarfs?
people.
Like midgets?
Oh, yeah.
Or like
Little people, like elves. They're real because the giant. Elves are nothing but
same as midgets. They weren't the same as
elves.
They were mostly all wiped out along with giants.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Vertically,
because they give a connection to the old world.
Yeah,
elves are small Nephilim.
Giants existed.
They're just
and furthermore,
small
the abundance of claims of giant skeletons of man being found in America was only made more credible by the hundreds of other burial mounds being found throughout the rest of the known world. Some will claim the bones are of the Nephilim, a set of creatures outlined in the Bible, essentially the offspring of fallen angels and humans. To others, these bones are not larger than life humanoids, but rather a worldwide manifestation of greed, where somehow hundreds of individuals, some with seemingly no means to do so, fabricated entire burial mounds and filled them with assorted animal bones to make them look like larger than average humans. Sounds egregious, doesn't it? While we have a handful of documented instances of this occurring, mostly in America in the 19th century, we also have hundreds of documented excavations of untouched burial mounds, which revealed numerous skeletons of at least 7 feet in height. What makes this so interesting to me is that essentially 99% of the population believed in giants until roughly the mid-19th century. I say that because most of academia believed in giants up until this time period, and the lack of a diverse education for the majority of the people in the world made their understanding very limited. Between the 3 Abrahamic religions, which all make mention of giants, down to the numerous burial mounds being excavated at that time, not just in America, but worldwide, to the stories throughout the old world, myths and legends of giants, but also architectural history, which was tied to giants, castles said to be built by giants, castles built upon giants to keep them contained, and castles which had been destroyed by giants. This is all information that most people had at their fingertips in the 19th century. And as we dive into today's video, we will begin to see the outstanding account of giants, some sensationalized, which shaped society's outlook through the 1800s. We will try to decode the currently accepted narrative regarding giants while also entertaining alternate theories about their existence, as well as examining news articles from the 17th, 18th, 19th, and early 20th centuries. We will also dive into a few outlandish claims, and we will have a very thorough look through some of these bones that were said to have been uncovered. This is a deep dive video today, one which should satiate the appetite of you who have been asking for a longer video. So let's get right into it. Essentially, the current scientific community tells us that Europeans arrived to America and embraced the myths of a pre-Columbian settlement from the Old World, which reframed colonization as the continuation of a primordial past. The settlers found intricate fortifications and earthworks, which, according to the narrative, reminded them of their European ancestors, and thus they developed a theory that the mound builders were of a Celtic stock. This appears to be a vast underselling of what was actually occurring. For example, the Susquehannock, which is now a word my devices do not recognize, were a vast group of indigenous people who resided along the length of the Susquehanna River from New York through Pennsylvania into Maryland and exiting at the Chesapeake Bay. The Susquehanna were said to have ruled this entire landscape with little resistance from outside groups. The Susquehanna first formed after the Little Ice Age in New York, and as conditions improved, they headed south along the river, which now bears their name, towards the Chesapeake Bay. According to their narrative, the Susquehannock established a ferry in Lancaster crossing the Susquehanna River, which is over 1 mile wide, and created a massive fortified and palisaded town in what is today Lancaster by the year 1550. By the year 1605, the Susquehannock, who hunted and fished along the river, but utilized Lancaster as their home base, according to this narrative, outgrew the town. This, however, may have been caused by first contact with European settlers. In 1608, the notorious John Smith met with what he described as 60 giant warriors, all standing at least 2 meters tall, including the women. Some of the men were described at being well over 2 meters or 6 feet 6 inches tall. These were the Susquehanna. They were described as living in fortified palisaded quarters. An early 20th century excavation in Lancaster revealed their original city contained at least 25 unique structures of significant size. John Smith also described the Susquehanna warriors as having exquisite armor, exotic pelts, unique hatchets and knives, and most of all, brass weaponry, which they had apparently obtained from
Oh, just an error. Yeah, man. Around here, up by Rondeau, we have native like old native settlements that we've kept. Like we go on school trips up to like Rondeau and everywhere, and we would see the old fort cities, and they'd have a maze to get into the city, like the winter village. Just amazing. They weren't primitive. Hey, puppy. There we are.
Here's a channel that YouTube always recommends to me, and I think it shows amazing examples of everything we enjoy researching pertaining to the old world. I don't think he watches old world research as he throws around dates that indicate a more mainstream perspective, millions of years and such. But whatever, I don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. I think he and his community have compiled an excellent showcase that can be found on his website, it seems, or on the community post. And that's what we're going to check out here. I guess I want to run his research through my filter and share these amazing sites with you all. I thank you for being here. God bless and welcome. So here we start out at a pyramid in Mexico, in the vicinity of Veracruz, and the site encompasses at least 577 structures. Only 50 have been excavated and made accessible to the public. So here we go, 500 or so pyramids, and this is just what they could see, poking out of the jungle, some completely buried, and this is what the famous sites look like when they discovered them. Totally overgrown, severely damaged, and this is no joke. The sharp corners, the smooth, flush faces, having gone through a cataclysm, there's no doubt, of course, and still looking this good. Still construction that would put a modern mason to shame. And 500 that they're openly sharing. So this changes everything. It's not just like a few pyramids. It would be the equivalent of Egypt saying we just found 500 pyramids all around the Giza complex. They're just buried in sand. And not even. They're exposed. They were just down the street and we discovered them. And again, I don't think that the dates or narratives we're given are going to be accurate on these sites. If you go visit a museum, you'll see loincloth wearing people, very primitive, given credit for these sites. And it's just not so. Here we see passageways going into the underrealm, and the stone or brick or concrete looks even better underground, of course. So next we have the
Johnny
Mayan
agrees with
city
me.
of
They're not
Tulum.
primitive
Here we
people
go.
at all.
I mean, so elegant. Look at these columns. Just the mass of these buildings, the way they're arranged in a World's Fair style. Waterways, and completely cooked.
As above,
Almost
so below.
rendered to ash anymore,
Yes.
and these buildings turn to powder.
As in
However,
the
so much
south,
is
so the
preserved.
north.
And here we're
Indeed.
seeing a little
They
more
all got
square
tunnels going
elements
down.
and Greco-Roman. Here a better picture of that. And all
It's
of
like
this material,
it's
in
like
my
the elite
opinion,
want to build
has been
bunkers now.
absolutely heat
Well, they
damaged,
do,
water
and they did.
damaged, natural, and
Geothermal
perhaps
too, right? Heat
hastened by
cools the
man,
building,
not
help keep it
built by
warm.
loincloth people. You have to imagine this in its glory. And the existence of it in this condition is proof to the
They're
superb
afraid of the
quality
judgment of
of this
God.
building material. Here again, like a
Why
beach
not?
town
They can see
of
this
ruins.
handiwork
You
all
can see it.
around the melted
Absolutely
mountains.
elegant, sophisticated, advanced modern city. Now cooked and given credit to loincloth people. I mean, at first I thought I was seeing the aftermath of the recent Hawaii fires, and here again. I mean, anyone in Hawaii or the world wishes they had a house built like this, and everything around has
Just
just
like
been cooked. Times
P. Diddy,
past, we
they
have
found
50
they
to
found
100-year-old palm trees,
caves
100 years old
underneath his
max,
place.
with this growth around
They
here.
found
And yet
caves
this
because
structure
they
has
all
survived.
they
Here
all like
again,
to go underground at
perfection.
night.
And again, you can also
All
see
those places
the
in Connecticut.
Greco-Roman influence.
Isn't like
It's
the
just been so cooked
worshiping
out.
of
I don't
these
know.
like
If this was in
movie
America, they would
stars
throw some
weird
cannons
to
up
begin
here
with?
and tell us it was a fort. And
I mean,
speaking
like
of
if you're like a
cannonballs and
teenager,
cannons,
maybe.
this is a
But
stone
after
sphere
that,
in
like,
Bosnia. And in my opinion, looks like
weird
a
world.
P. Diddy
hotel
didn't even
of
leave
some
the
sort.
country. He's
It
in his
really
basement.
looks like
I
this
never
thing was
He's in his
No, man,
used
basement
to
hiding.
they've got
blast this
photos of
area
him
like a
Is he a
Tunguska
taking his
robot?
method,
Maybe
girls
he's a robot
sitting
to
in
child.
this
school.
big
We
crater.
don't know.
Sometimes they call these concretions, like concrete.
That's
And I have
how
a place in
far.
Utah, I've
I
shared
would
it.
believe
Chief
this
and I
crap.
visited, and you have these concretions
The
embedded
cops
inside
went
of a
to get his
cliff in a
Masonic
crater in
books
a
because
blast site.
whenever
It
you
looks
get
like
out of
it's
the
made of metal.
Mason
This
order
again,
and
for
before they
another
kill
look
you,
at another
they
one,
go
and
collect
another
all their
one. Could
secret
such
books.
things have rained down, either natural or from an enemy?
Yeah,
Now,
he's at
here
home with his
recently,
girls.
I did a
There's
video in
video of him.
Turkmenistan
I've seen him.
showing absolute sophistication to
Yeah, he's
complete
at home
ruins, but yet
in
all
his
being
bunker,
advanced.
and the cops
Castles
just
in
went
all
there
conditions.
to
And if I showed you
gather up
this,
all
I
his
might
secret,
again convince you that we
not
were
to
in South
look for
America or
evidence,
that these were
but
Native
to
American
hide
ruins, such as
evidence.
the ones found in
The
Choco
police are the
Canyon, New Mexico. But these are in Pakistan.
Cover up.
Takht Bahi in Pakistan is an archaeological site of an ancient Buddhist monastery dating back to the 1st century. Again, through my filter, whatever.
Yeah,
This
then
could
Buddhists,
have
they
been
like to go in
200 years
caves,
ago.
too.
I mean, we have no business throwing these
meditate in
dates around
caves.
when we look at the evidence that we do. When the ruins of Pakistan look like the ruins of New Mexico. Here's that site from above. This man going out for a stroll. And look at this, these cylinders. And these are the ruins. I mean, you have to think about what this looked like and not look at their renderings
The
with
thing
the
is,
loinclothers.
what it
but
looks like
really
is Diddy's
finish it with
compound.
your mind. You can see it. And then you have to think about the destructive
does.
force. Again,
Yeah, they
looking
don't
at
show
every
you the
city in North
tunnels
America
either.
after a
I bet
supposed
you there's
great
tunnels
fire.
underneath
Just
that
these
thing,
chunks
This is what it looks
ripped
like.
off
No,
at a diagonal cut. What kind of
They
force?
already
It looks like a little
announced
bed,
that
perhaps
Diddy
for tourists.
has
Unbelievable.
tunnels
And here it is
underneath his
from
mansion
above. Pakistan.
for
Again,
miles.
looking like the ruins in
Yeah, I
Mexico
know.
that we started out the video with. It's like some kind of pyramid.
That's
and
crazy,
it is
dude.
so advanced. This is one
What a piece of
complex.
shit.
This is all one from the ground up. Similar to star forts on the coast of
He's
Malta.
probably got
This is
children
a
locked up
chunk
down
of
there, too.
building that has been brought to its knees. Fused,
Yeah, I haven't been paying
almost
real
completely wiped
attention
out.
to
And here again, another little look at it.
But,
And we're talking about Pakistan. I don't want to be rude, but we could go look at the modern Pakistani home. I mean, we could look at my home. This
Probably
is
connects to
beyond
the
exceptional.
dumbs.
And once again, just to show you the
Deep
stairs.
underground military bases.
What was I gonna say?
Yeah, P. Diddy should have closed shop when Epstein got busted.
All right, guys. I'm gonna end the stream. I'll talk to you guys
Sweet.
tomorrow.
Wait.
Yeah, you want to say something?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you're listening to this, you are the resistance.
I'm Boston Ray, and that's my slice of the mud.
Later.
Peace.
What is that supposed to be?
You made my mind freeze, and time stands still. No more going down the path, can't climb that hill. That's why I wrote this little rhyme that will cut you like a knife till you find that pill. I was still in the days, so many days within the maze to this pretty name. Who I've been engaged for 5 years, 4 months and 20 days. Was until I came back that you went away. Cause when I came back, I brought so many pains. You call me sick, but you and I know I'm plenty sane. I was driving hella high down the highway to heaven. My life was like a skyscraper on 9/11. Been gifted a Rolex, no time like the present. About to win this whole pop, but then I'm 2 using 7. Yeah, 7 and soft shit, motherfucker. I get so oblivious, so insidious. I get so vindictive. Use an idiot running with little kids playing cowboys and Indians. You said you'd be my friend until the end, but in the end you just jumped ship. So take all the product that I bought you and rub it on your tits. I'm out of pocket like an alcoholic. Having withdrawal fits, all bets are off. Let it off my chest. Don't test my offense. I'd be better off if I let her on. But I'm never soft, cause my leather's strong. And if the weather's hot, then my sweater's off. And if my cheddar's off, I'ma set it up. Yeah, bitch, I'ma fucking set it off. Cause I
Drop it like it's hot, then I rock the house. I speak tongue in cheek, you talk cocky mouth. Smoke so much weed, I got cotton mouth. You love me so much speed, I'ma have to cop an ounce. Finish on the floor, but we fell off the couch, over the counter and off the shelf. We gon' make it rain to stop the drought. I get so oblivious, so insidious, I get so addicted. Use an idiot, running with little kids playing cowboys and Indians. You said you'd be my friend until the end, but in the end you just jump ships. So take all the product that bites you and rub it on your tits. No, there he goes again. He's so oblivious, so impervious to the fact that he's only scribbling riddles in the middle of a kiss to this chick he's twittering. Say hello to my little friend drizzling like a Vietnam movie. You drop the bomb on me every time you pass the bong to me. It just dawned on me what an anomaly. Our astronomy, it's a comedy, and synonymously it's a tragedy, and it's so sad to me to see your reaction bending over backwards just to get back that attraction. I'd be happy without, but take a stab at the fraction. You was my soon to be, now I'm just your has been. You took advantage, I took you for granted. You could never fathom how bad I've been damaged. I get so oblivious, so insane.
I know what they want. 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 On the island, weekend getaway. Plus a shorty that knows how to make it stay. All the jewels on me, I stay iced out. Keep it chilly during summer when I ride out.